Everybody need anything?
Now we're chilling.
Big chilling. Phones on silent.
Phones on silent.
Don't let the tax people call you guys right now.
IRS is no llamar. Hey.
Oh man! One more time, Toast Alive podcast, most authentic, most organic podcast out here. We are sitting with an amazing individual that took a while to sit down because she's just busy.
Good things take time.
Good things take time, and you have to be patient.
We've always said it.
Mm-hmm.
She's an artist. She's a friend. She's a daughter. Entrepreneur.
What isn't she?
I don't know. She's gonna tell us right now.
Sister, wife.
Ooh.
We forgot those.
We forgot important ones. The one and only Janney Sanchez.
Thank you. Look at you. You guys are so nice.
New.
The first time they call me Janney Sanchez, eh?
Really?
Yeah, it's like on a podcast. I think it's the first time besides my own. So
We're
thank
honored.
you.
We are honored.
He's gonna be so happy.
We for us specifically, we love to get into detail of the topics that not a lot of people are used to or more comfortable with sharing because they don't like being vulnerable. They don't like showing that side because, as we know, social media, it's cruel.
Yep.
It could drag you down, but it could also give you a great high. For the people that are about to start listening to this hour podcast or however long this lasts, who are you? What do you do? And what are they going to learn about you?
Okay, well, I'm Janney Sanchez, better known as Chiquis. I'm a singer. I'm an author. I am a woman that is not afraid of being vulnerable, actually. I think this is like parte de mi misión, part of my mission, and like part of my legacy is to be transparent, to be honest. You're going to learn about the woman behind the music and what I'm about and what I believe in and anything you want to know. I'm open to answer, and that's what I love. People ask me, okay, do you want the questions before? And I'm always one to say no, because I like to answer del corazón, like en el momento. A veces me atrabo, you know? But I think authenticity is something we all need more of nowadays.
100%. I agree. It's a lot of people just try to fit a certain image. Mm-hmm. Like you've been in the spotlight for years. Yeah. Your previous last name has a lot of history, but listening to you now, watching you now, you move with such poise, such purpose. Like now you're showing people, hey, it's okay to heal from the trauma you've been through, from the past relationships, from the past, whether it's family, whether it's romantic, friendships. It is all okay. It shall pass.
It will. It will. And I have a bracelet here that says, this too shall pass. That's one of the things that I tell myself. Because I have been through a lot. It has been heavy. A lot of heavy shit. But I can stand where I'm at now and look back and say every single tear, every moment, every hardship, so many things, it was worth it. You know, and I know it sounds cliche. It's like, you know, but everything does happen for a reason. I really feel it. And I've lived it in my life. So yeah, I mean.
You're a big advocate for therapy.
Very. I'm a huge therapy advocate. It saved my life. It has saved my life. Yeah. Do you guys do therapy?
No,
not
should. Professionally.
But being honest, we probably.
I think we all need therapy. It helps.
Right, yes. So for coming from Hispanic background, Mexican families, obviously this is not normal.
Yeah.
¿Estás triste? Levántate, limpia.
Sí, eso no existe. El día
sigue.
You're sad because you're not doing anything.
Exactly.
So for someone that is in the midst of should I go, should I not go, or what exactly is it? How can you explain therapy to them?
So therapy to me, I went from therapy since I was 12 years old because I went through sexual abuse, and that's when I was first introduced to therapy. They're like, you need to go to a family therapy, and that helped a lot. So since then, it just helped me just talk to someone that wasn't my mom and my friends at school, and someone that was just gonna listen. And that's what therapy is more than anything. Is just like, here, déjame desahogarme. You know, and we should do that. Like I pray, me desahogo con Dios, you know, pero también having someone that can give you some type of feedback helps. And then I went from therapy to life coaching. And life coaching, they give you tools. They give you like, here, not only are like, let me help you work through your emotions, which is what therapy is. Yeah. Life coaching is more of like, okay, I hear you. Now try this. These are some tools for you to do or to practice. Yeah. on your daily life to actually see a change. So es la diferencia. But I think nomás desahogándote te ayuda mucho. Yeah. And I feel like guys are a little bit more like reservados, un poquito más machistas. Oh, sure. Yeah, 100%. Right? They're like, oh, no, I'm cool, I'm good. But I swear to you, if you go talk to someone and just be like, look, I feel this and this person's getting on my nerves, like I'll tell my therapist like the absolute truth. Things that maybe I'm like, oh, I wouldn't say this out loud anywhere else. Yeah. And it feels amazing to just let it out and be like, okay, yeah, lo dejé ahí, ya I feel lighter. Yeah.
What's one of the biggest lessons you've learned during therapy?
Ooh, the biggest lesson. Lately, I think it was when I started dating Emilio, my now husband, that I wasn't like perfect. Because yeah, right. I was like, me? I was like, I don't have any problems because I was dating other people that had like I wasn't able to see myself because there were so many things that they had to focus on and I was so busy trying to fix them that I couldn't really look at myself and the things I needed to work on. So just recently, I want to say 2 years ago, like I feel like I'm a completely different woman. Because I'm like, okay, ahora sí los dedos están a mí. Because he's done therapy and he does therapy and he's doing his thing. So I think it was really like looking inward and saying, okay, there are things that I do have to work on. I do have abandonment issues. And that's how I learned through therapy. Like, oh, you have abandonment issues. ¿Y eso qué es? A ver, explícame. So those are things that, you know, I'm like, you'll see because people that go to therapy have a different language. Like boundaries, y que abandonment. Yeah, there's certain things, you know, and that's how I feel like, you know, people that go to therapy. But yes, how not to be afraid of being alone has been one of the biggest things that I've learned.
Was there a moment when because I know you said you started since you were 12.
Yeah.
Was there a moment when you got older that you realized, I need therapy. I need to take I'm feeling this way. I'm going through this. Let me reach out and get help from an external.
Quite a few times. I started when I was 12 and I would take breaks. And then I think I took a long break for, I want to say like almost 10 years, más o menos. And then I went back when my mom and I were having issues. And I think in one of the darkest places of my life. And I was like, what do I do now? Like, how do I get over this? Like, she doesn't want to talk to me. She won't listen to me. And when I went to therapy, that's one of the things that my therapist said. I'll never forget. He's like, you know, you have to start living your life as if your mom was no longer here. And she was still alive. So that was like so freaking hard. So that was when I went in and it saved my life. And then after my first divorce, after my first, if you say like first divorce, it's kind of like you're saying, oh, I'm going to get divorced again. So it's like, how do I say that?
Right.
After my first,
we understand.
You know what I mean,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So I'm not trying to get divorced, y'all. I'm just saying. But
Emilio, we're not saying anything.
No.
We're not saying anything.
But that when I got divorced after my first marriage, that was when I needed to go back again to those 2 times. But I felt like I was gonna die, literally of a heartbreak, you know. So therapy has really saved my life. It has.
Have you learned to be alone?
I have. I'm not afraid anymore to be alone.
What has being alone taught you? Because we speak about it a lot, and I feel strongly about, in order to love yourself, love the person in front of the mirror, you have to learn how to be alone.
Yep.
Like, we're so used to being surrounded by a lot of people, looking, whether it's relationships or friends or just having a lot of people that just don't fill our cup in the way we need to. We fill everybody's cup, but the moment we get home, the moment we're in our room, in our bed, it's just us and our own thoughts. And then those are the ones that like te ahogan. Yep. Those are the ones that are loud. Those are the ones that are like, dude, como los callo? How do I quiet this?
Yes.
Now I'm like, I love being alone. I love going on my solo dates. I love just going to the gym by myself.
Yeah.
Like, I go to Yard House. You know, I go to my restaurant.
Okay.
You know,
Yard House.
I'm just saying, because I start posting like, is that Yard House? I'm like, how'd you know? How'd you know? And it's just telling even the person in front, table for one. And she's like, huh? I'm like, yeah, it's table for one.
Nice.
Are you waiting for anybody? I'm like, no, myself. But now I encourage people like, hey, like, learn how to be alone, because I had to go through that.
Yes.
So for you, what's your relationship con la soledad, and what'd you learn about yourself being alone?
I learned that I can definitely hear, I know this is going to sound weird, but I can definitely hear God's voice more when I'm alone. And I'm not talking about like, oh, God se me aparece. It's just something I can't even explain, but I'm able. It's that voice we all have. That to me is God. We have God. God lives in us as us. I always say that. Yeah. And that's when I enjoy it. Ahora sí, me encanta estar manejando, listening to music. I talk to myself. Yeah. I talk to myself so much. Do you?
Yeah. I do.
I talk to
100%.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Albert Einstein, they said that he used to freaking talk to himself. Well, I'm a freaking genius too. But I was like, I talk to myself. I cry. Like, me encanta llorar en la regadera. I'm showering and I'm crying. I don't even know about what, but I'm like, I love being alone. And that's what I was telling Emilio the other day. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like, I don't mind being at home by myself. Like, I love him, but I think it's good to miss each other, you know? And I was so codependent before. I was such a people pleaser, looking for people's approval, wanting to like fit in. Yeah. And like you said, have people around. I'm like, you're just taking space because I'm trying to avoid something that I need to hear, until I was like, let me move people out of the way. Anyone that doesn't serve my highest good, pa fuera. And not because I don't like them anymore. It's just you don't fit in this new season. Yeah. And I've grown so much. Yeah.
Was that hard to let go of people?
It was. I think the first time that I did it was difficult. Yeah.
Yes, I think how we said it before, like when you're about to get to the next chapter of your life, which is like the best chapter, you realize that a lot of these people that you wanted to come with you are not meant to be there. Right. And you have to make amends with that realization of like, I wanted you here and I've always pushed for it, but today's the day that like, I'm sorry, you can't. Yeah. Like, I'm giving you way too much and you're giving me nothing, and it's holding me back. It's like an anchor, right? Like you're trying to move forward, but in reality, you can't move as fast as you want or can, because you're trying to like bring everybody. It's como, how did we say earlier? Like a bag of groceries. Right? Cuando vas con el mandado, instead of doing trips, te quieres llevar todo.
Exactly. Right now that you said it, I just thought about a song, the Erykah Badu song. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back, carrying all them bags. Yes. That's what she's talking about in that song. That you're carrying all those bags, you're trying to carry so many people, carry so many things, and it's like, las tienes que soltar a la bestia. Yeah. Be like, boom, like, and it hurts, and that doesn't mean you never want to see those people again. It's just, you don't fit, you are not meant to come with me to this next season of my life for whatever reason. Thank you for what you did, but I'm out, you know? Yeah. And then you see they also grow. Yeah. You know, and I've noticed that because I've had to do that a few times in my life.
Yeah. But it's funny because, you know, we wish that everybody would arrive to this point in their life when they're comfortable being alone and comfortable, you know, doing things by themselves. But the truth is, the journey to that phase in your life is not linear. There comes moments when you're like sitting alone, X, Y, and Z. So how did you get over that hump, learning to be alone, and that, you know, maybe shit hit the fan? I don't know.
It does take time, and it's a lot easier said than done. The first time that I faced it was in 2018. I lost two of my best friends, and not physically, but like, you know, they're still here living. But I was so codependent. So that was like the first time. And I think that that's what I felt. I'm like, okay, it was easier to let that go. But when I lost my first marriage, I think that's where I was forced, because I think life and that little intuition te dice, esa es la voz de Dios que te está diciendo, you know what, you need to let go of this. You need to stop doing this. You need to leave this job. And we don't, out of fear, out of whatever it may be. But then what's meant to be will be. Yeah. So I feel like cuando me dieron esa patada, I had no other choice. You know, I was like, shit, like I'm alone. I was in the biggest depression of my life for like 3 months, where I was like, I cannot walk. I did not shower. I mean, I would eat. That year I sure did eat, because I gained some weight. I was like, this is the only thing that's making me happy.
Everyone goes through it differently.
Yeah. I wish. I mean,
that was not
It wasn't
me.
you. It was the depression.
Exactly, it was depression. But I think it was just, I had to just say, okay, this is the time. Like, this is what's happening right now, and I'm gonna embrace it. I either sink or I swim. Yeah. And I chose to swim, and I chose to just endure that pain and embrace it and just push through it. And since then, I'm glad I went through that. Now I could think that experience and be like, oh, I'm just happy that I went through that. And it sounds crazy because it was painful. Pero ahora por eso I'm a different woman.
It only takes one time. Like one time for you to go through it, and then the rest is like easy going.
And that's why now I'm like, okay, I went through that already. I was alone. I cried. I yelled. And now I'm like, anything that comes, I know God's going to give me the strength to get through it.
It's funny because I think this whole month we talked about the April theory. I don't know if you heard about that or like believe in that. So April, I believe it's the start of the calendar year for like all the signs, like if you're an Aries, all that.
Oh yes.
So it's the start of that.
Like the real one.
The real one. Yeah. So in that April theory, it's like everything starts to fall apart because something new is coming, something bigger is coming. So for a lot of people, I'm speaking for it too. Like in April, it's one of those where it's like, wow, I'm going through this major change right now, and God put me here. Yeah. So things need to fall apart in order for the bigger things to start getting put together.
Right.
So in one of those things now, it's like, I got to let go. I got to make space. I have a lot already. In order for me to receive more, to gain more, or even meet the people that I need to meet, I need to let go of certain things, certain people, certain habits.
Yeah.
And I think it comes with being alone. Like you ask, how he said, and I love that we're talking about it. You ask God for patience. You ask God for opportunity for this. He gives it to you. It doesn't give it to like, I see like blind on like, here you go. Like you got it. It's,
no.
I'm going to give you the opportunity and it's up to you to see what you're going to do. Because who else was going to get you out of that depression if it wasn't yourself?
Yeah.
I could carry you. I can hold your hand and guide you, but
that's still a crutch. That's still using, it's like you got to just lean in completely, to the higher power. But yeah, it does get worse before it gets better. And now that you're saying that, like April theory, I didn't know. I knew that. I saw a TikTok and it said something about that in the calendar de las plan. I don't know exactly what it was, but I didn't know. I mean, it makes sense because I'm definitely shedding right now. Yeah. A lot of things where I'm like, dang, when am I gonna
get the freaking break?
I need a damn break. No. Yeah, so I get it.
In the transition of like moving on and letting go, you let go of your last name.
Yeah, I did. And you know what? I want to talk about that. I'm glad you brought it up because it's not in a negative way. Yeah, people see it as in a negative way. I'm very extremely proud of my family, all of them. Even if I don't talk to a lot of them, I'm proud of what my grandpa did, what my grandma did, how she supported him. All my uncles, my mother, they were a very hardworking family, and I feel that they still are. I don't know so much, but somos una familia muy trabajadora. I'm very, very, very proud. I think I just wanted to be seen for me. I of course the last name will help and it can help, but it also does affect. It was more of like, I've never really used that last name. The media gave me Chiquis Rivera. I've always just been Chiquis. My last name is Marin, and that's how I was born. So I never adopted that last name. They just gave it to me, which is fine. My mom is who she is, and Janney Rivera is my mom, and I'm super proud of that. But I wanted them to see me for me. I wanted to prove to myself, to the world, that it didn't matter what last name I had. I was still going to do what I was meant to do. Wow. More than anything. It wasn't like F them, because it's not that. I'm mad. There are certain things that have pissed me off, that have hurt my feelings till this day. But that doesn't change, how proud I am of the family that I come from, no matter what, because they made it. My grandpa brought us here with freaking, I don't know if it was 60 cents or $60. Either way.
One of them.
Yeah, one of those. It's still, can't make it out here with that, So, yeah.
Because I heard you talk about that when you came to that decision, Emilio told you, I want you to take my last name. Yeah. And you're a powerful individual.
Thank you.
You rock. You're very motivated, and just like Jack, you guys are a very self-sufficient, powerful woman and you guys are in your masculine era most of the time because
independent woman.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because you need to, right? Because I would say este mundo te traga.
Yep.
Guys already have a certain view. They're like, nah, you can't be better than me, whatever the case is. But it's when we explain our team, I'm like, nah, Jack holds her own, bro. We're good.
So before you were married and everything like that, being such a self-sufficient and independent woman, what does a partner need to have? How does he support you? How do you become vulnerable and become a wife?
Through therapy, through life coaching, I learned, and through experiences, again, going back to the first marriage, I still wanted to be independent, and and be who, you know, I thought I needed to be, because especially in the industry that I'm in, like I have to have tough skin. But I realized that I also took part in that relationship not working, because sin querer queriendo, you emasculate the man. Yeah. It's like you have to give your man his place. And in this relationship, I learned it's okay to be submissive in certain areas. I do want to be in my soft girl area. I want to be, but when it comes to business, when it comes to something else, like I hold my own, and I'm a very strong woman. But in my relationship, I've learned to scale it back and let him lead.
So
yes,
no. How does balance look like? Between softness and strength.
Yeah, that was a little hard to like.
It's hard because when you're so self-sufficient,
no.
like you're
what
so
does
used
it look
to doing
like?
everything
What does balance look like
on your own? Yeah.
Well, I think I thrive and seek balance in every part of my life. So if we're talking about relationship, that was a little difficult. I'm gonna tell you, like I've been dating him, or I've been with him for 4 years, a little over 4 years. And it took like the first like two years were the hardest. I don't know how he dealt. how he dealt. Like I have no idea. But now I've learned that I'm like, okay, instead of me making a decision, it's like before it was my stuff, your stuff. Yeah. You know? And it's like now if I look at it as a team, it changes things. And that brings balance to the relationship. It's like we're a team, like let's build something together. You are a part of it. Even if whoever makes more money, it doesn't matter. It's we are choosing to be in this relationship and building it together. And what helps is he's very patient. He communicates. He does therapy. He's healed certain things. And that's what I was looking for. It's like, I want to attract. I want to be who I want to attract. Right. And I think that's finally, until I got my shit together, is when it happened for me.
So do you think that when you meet somebody, you both need to be healed, or can you heal together?
We can heal together, because when I first met Emilio, I told him the first day that I met. Sorry. Don't even trip. There we go. Hi. Okay. Yeah, when we met that day that we like saw each other again, I had decided I'm just gonna date. I'm not gonna necessarily be a hoe. Like it wasn't that. I was just like, I'm just gonna go on dates and just have fun. You know? Yeah. I was like, I'm not looking for a man. And luego llegó. And I was like, oh, hi, you know, his little, you know, face and little cute dimples. And I was like, hey, what's up? And de ahí, like, I told him, I am very hurt. I'm jaded. I am tainted right now in relationships. I don't know if you want to deal with this. I think I need to be alone. And he's like, no, you don't need to be alone. I'll help you heal. And I was like, are you sure you're ready for this? For me, I've always said, even if it was hard for him, I was upfront from the beginning. I'm not good at this. I'm good at this. I'm not feeling good. Like I chose to be, this is take it or leave it. And he took it. And it takes a strong man to say, okay, I'm going to walk through this. So I can tell you, I healed with him by my side because he was patient and he like allowed it. Yes.
¿Cómo dices tú? ¿Con aviso qué?
Con aviso no hay engaño.
Sobre aviso no hay engaño. It's true. That's what I told him. I said, I told you. And I even told him, I said, I don't ever want to get married again. I never want to have kids. And then he's like, oh, great. Me either. He's like, let's just have fun. I said, this is perfect. Girl. And then, todos se quieren casar. Pues dije, pues bueno, va. ¿Quién lo culpa? Yeah, but then things change too. You know, that we were just talking about that the other day. Things change. So.
All right. So what are 3 or 4 things to have a successful marriage? A successful relationship?
What I've learned, for sure, communication. And I know everyone says that, but it's super important. Like even when the communication or when you're having an argument, it's all how we say things, you know, cause I could be a little, too straight up sometimes con las cosas que digo. Okay. And I've learned to change it a little bit. That's where another part of balance is like, ¿sabes qué? Deja decir las cosas un poquito diferentes. It's all how we deliver it. Yeah. That's helped me so much. Communication. And because we were just talking about it, he's like, you've been out every weekend and, you know, you're going to the Julián concert. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm still me. I still want to be me. Yeah. You know, so it's important to keep your individuality. Like when you get too lost in the relationship, you start resenting the person cuando pasen los años. Yeah. Es importante que él salga con sus amigos, for him to do whatever he wants. I have to trust him. And trust is another thing. Trust blindly. Even if you forgive something that they've done, like it's still if you were choosing to stay in that relationship, then you're going to choose to like put that away and not bring it up is like, I try not to bring it up.
Yeah.
And I know that's hard, but it's like, okay, trust is huge. It's like, okay, because if not, you're trying to control someone. And that was me before, out of fear of losing them. Like, let me hold on to you. And I would hold on so tight. They're like, just let me be. So to the point where you push them away. And now I'm like, be yourself. I'm going to be me. I'm going to go to Julian. I'm going to go to the winery with my girls. And I also have to be okay with him doing it. It can't just be one-sided. And before, I will say it was very one-sided. I'm just real honest, because if I'm going to help the world, I got to be honest. I'd be like, you know what? I wasn't my best self.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't realize it until now.
It's honesty.
It's honest. I think that's the key thing. And I mean, te digo, con aviso no hay engaño.
It's because I'll bring this up. Reason why, like, relationship for us, it's a funny subject for us right now. Because I gotta bring it up. Bring it up.
Talk about it.
Our video went super viral like 2 weeks ago. Because Jack lives on her own. She's an entrepreneur. She came from the Bay all the way this way on her own, like to thrive. So
risk taker.
Yes, ma'am.
So she does it all on herself, self-sufficient.
Yeah.
So we had said, there was a question on our podcast. It was like about 50-50. You know, who takes care of the bills? What's the responsibilities? So she was like, I already do this. If a man is going to come into my life, he needs to lead and take care of certain responsibilities.
Provider energy.
Yeah, provider energy, instead of coming in and I also got to take care of you.
Yeah.
And obviously we had some mixed emotions in our show.
People took it wrong.
People took it very wrong.
It can mean different things for everybody.
Yeah.
So there was a lot.
People thought she was just gonna, be a mantenida, and that's not the case.
No,
people read in between the lines.
What's your take on?
What's
your thoughts on that?
I do think that it all depends. But in my relationship, I'm okay with cada quien. They hold their own. Right now I have my account. He has his account. We have a joint account. And in that joint account, from that joint account, I put it, I don't know how much he has. He doesn't know how much I have. And I want to respect that. We have our privacy. Right. But in this account, this is where we pay certain things. Yeah. And it's worked. Like, sometimes I'm like, if I buy groceries, I'm straight up. Like, even if I can buy all of it, in order for me to feel good, I'm like, babe, can you send me like some money? I bought $500 worth of groceries. I'm like, whatever you can send me, y él solito me lo manda. And there's things like, I can pay for my own nails, but I love the fact that he'll send me $100 here. Out of nowhere, you're getting your nails done. Here's $100. We'll get you. I love that shit. Like,
being like taken care of.
Yes, it makes me horny. You know what I mean?
But it's a huge turn on.
It's the truth.
It is true because it's like a man who let's be so for real. Provider energy doesn't come with an amount. It's the energy.
It's energy. It's like, I don't want you to take care. I don't need you to take care of me. I can pay my bills and all that. But it feels nice for you to be like, oh, babe, I thought about you. Here's this.
Yes.
That's what I get you.
A man wanting to take care of a woman is just like,
go pump my gas.
No me mires así, no me digas eso. Send her $100 right after this.
No, I swear. Guys, those little things that you guys do without us having to ask, like, I'm gonna go pump your gas. I'm gonna fill it up. Don't even trip. Or without me having to ask that stuff.
Estate lista a las 7, paso por ti. No es pregunta.
What do you? Yes, exactly. Me escondo porque está caliente. You know what I mean?
Yes, but
so I get what you're saying. Yes, I can hold my own, but I do want to feel like there's a man that wants to take care of me, like in any way that he can. Like in his,
lighten the load a little bit for me because I already do everything on myself. So just help me lighten the load, and it doesn't come with a financial amount. It doesn't come with a certain amount of zeros or anything like that. It's the energy. If he has $100 and he's willing to give me
20, 30 of
20,
it.
30 of it.
That feels nice.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you give me all the 100. And there are women out there like that que quieren que las mantengan. Y está bien. Cada quien. But I got what you're saying.
Yes.
I get it. Right. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you guys have?
Hold on. Let's reset it.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Jack, are you in a relationship right now?
No, I'm not.
Is there like
pretendientes? I'm sure there's guys after you, girl.
Mijita, si yo te contara. No, it's just...
¿Está guapa la Jack?
No, ay, gracias. No, pero no, desafortunadamente.
¿Qué se requiere, Jack? ¿Qué se requiere to make it out of the DM?
Be ballsy.
Oh.
Like, be ballsy and be a man. I'm always big on that. Like, be a M-A-N, all capitals. Be a man. That's all I ask for. Yeah, if you know, you know. But Chiquis, what was that thing that your husband did that you were like, esto es algo bueno.
Eso
Esta
es
es
lo
cosa
malo.
seria. At the time, maybe, no va a ser mi esposo, because you had said that maybe not.
Yeah.
But like, what was that you saw that made him different?
Okay, so when I told him, I was like, oh my God, because I love dimples. So I was like, oh, your dimples are so cute. And I was like, can I poke them? And he's like, you could do whatever you want. And I was like, de aquí soy, dije yo. Hey, you have dimples too, eh? And then, hey, Luis. Cuando me contestó así, and I knew he was younger because he's younger than me.
He's younger.
Yeah, he's 7 years younger.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. And then that same week, we were talking, we were hanging out, and I realized I think one of my tires was broken or something with my tires. Mm-hmm. He said, oh, don't trip. I got someone that will take care of it. He took care of it. And for me,
man of action.
Yes. I was like, here, you want me to pay? He's like, no, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was like, okay. It's like this boy. I was like, this guy, you know, because he was younger. But those things where I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter the age. Because before I was like, I want an older man. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna mess with it because you know, I've dated guys that were my age, and I'm like, oh, they're so immature, no sé qué tanto. Pero honestly, ¿cómo que?
Age is just a number.
There you go. There you go, Luis.
100%.
I mean, Pepe. Right? Pepe?
Yeah,
Luis?
Pepe, Luis.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We look alike.
Yeah, okay.
We're
Yeah.
Twinsies.
I'm just a darker version.
Yeah, so those are like the things that kind of me llamó la atención.
You gotta be about it.
Yeah.
And especially like right now, like I feel like hay mucha gente que nomás habla. Like, baby, te voy a traer el mundo, el sol, las estrellas.
Te voy a bajar la luna.
Todo.
No,
They're trying to be a Joan Sebastian, and they can't.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, for me, it's like do it with action. You know what I mean? Like, it's the way, like, if you hold your own.
Yes.
That's sexy. You get me? Yeah.
I agree.
Whoa.
So you want a bold man.
It's not impossible for like a strong, independent woman to find love. It's not. It's just, it's got to be.
You might have to find someone younger then.
Hey,
there it is, 7 years.
They might know what.
7 years younger.
I think from a younger man perspective, like getting an older woman, like they know what they want. I already know what I want. There's no games. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it depends. Like if they're
it depends.
Depends.
It depends.
Like where they want to go with it. Pero.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, 29. Okay, yeah. ¿Y tú?
35.
You look very young.
You know what? I'll take it. Gracias.
It's
my doctor.
I'll take it.
No, nice. Yeah. And I won't ask Jack, but
she's young. She's young.
She's young.
A una dama nunca se le pregunta la edad, but if you want, slide in the DMs.
She's 25.
Yeah.
No, you guys, al Chile, I'm 31. I'll say it with my chest because I don't think it defines really anything at one point. You know, it's who I are and
it's who I are.
It's who I are and it is what it is. Les gusta o no les gusta.
But are you also willing to, like, as an independent woman, like also como like soltar un poquito de eso for your man?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just think that the right energy has to come my way. Como tú dices, like I have to see that it's real, put your money where your mouth is, like be about it and don't just like talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Talk is cheap. So, but yeah, I mean, it requires action.
Acción.
Don't even get me started.
Well, shifting gears. So you're an artist, but you're an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. You're dabbling into other things outside of music.
Yeah.
What's funner? What do you enjoy the most?
It's a very good question. Right now, in this moment, I'm enjoying my businesses more. I started all of this, like business is my first love. You know, being an entrepreneur, that's something my mom showed me and taught me. And I'm very grateful por esa escuela que me dio. Yeah. I love to do my music, absolutely. But I think I needed to take a little step back because I was going hard for like 11 years. Yeah. That I'm like, let me take a step back so I can find that passion again, you know? But my businesses have always been like what make me proud, that make me like, oh, I love to create. Yeah. I'm a creator in every way. So I want to say, of course, going on stage is fun and drinking tequila and like the whole thing, you know, but I love the business. I love creating stuff. I love bringing things to life. That excites me.
With business, there comes good and bad. Mm-hmm. So throughout all your businesses, what's one thing that maybe has humbled you in your journey?
When I first opened when I opened my first business, which was in 2012, that was it was called a blow me dry. It was like I know my mom chose the name.
Talk about it.
I know. So it was a dry bar. I love
a blowout.
Yeah, like a blowout. Okay. So it was just that and makeup. And I opened it, and I had just finished my first reality show, Chiquis and Roxy. And I was like, with this money, I want to make my mom proud. I want to open up my own business. And I opened it because I love anything beauty. And it humbled me because I opened that like in June or July of 2012. My mom passed away in December. So much happened at once.
Yeah.
So I had no choice but I had to like push through it. And I never made a single dollar. Not $1. If anything, I was in debt for 4 years. And it humbled the heck out of me because I was like, si uno quiere un negocio, como dice, si tienes tienda, que la tienda, si no, que la venda.
Yep.
And no quería for my pride. It was my pride. It was my ego of like, no, I got to make this work. But I couldn't be there. My siblings needed me. My mom had just passed. Until I cut it off and I cried. Yeah. I cried so much because I'm like, you see your money like the floor and everything, and I learned. I said, there's no need that I got to pay all this money for some floor and make it look pretty. I got to be smarter. And that's what it taught me. It taught me to be like, you can make things look real cute without having to spend so much. That humbled me in every way.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Well, it's because everybody sees the success and like obviously the name that you have and all the attributes you already like accolades you already accumulated, but it's like it's work. Like everybody's like, for example, everybody sees you on stage, but no one sees the amount of hours you put into practice, into recording sessions, into even just being at your own home and trying to get your mindset ready for it. So if you could take us through let's say a week of preparation for a big event, a big concert, a new project that's about to come into fruition. What does that look like for you?
For sure, what has helped me is doing like a mini detox where I'm like, I need to be super focused. And that goes mind, body, and soul. So if I want to project my best self in every way, like I need to not drink, not smoke, cannabis. I don't smoke cigarettes, but cannabis. Not smoke. Like really be 100% focused and working out. Obviously, if it's a show. If I'm preparing for like, for instance my ¿Cómo se llama esa cosa? Gira, the tour.
Yes.
I'm thinking in Spanish and in English.
It's hard.
Trying to catch the words. That's what I have to do. It's like I have to detox, me tengo que cuidar, I have to work out, I have to pray. One thing for me every morning, if I don't do it, I have a really bad day, is meditating. I need to meditate. I need to meditate and pray and connect myself. The first hour of my day, I wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, is that I am connecting. Every day looks different. Sometimes I'm stretching. Sometimes I'm dancing in my restroom by myself. That's part of meditating. I'm like, boom, boom, boom.
I like that meditation.
Yeah, it's important. And that sets the tone for me with anything and everything. And if I don't do it, if I'm like, the first thing I do is look at my emails or I look at my messages, I swear to you, my day is different. It's different. Like I feel like I need to give that connection priority. And then take care of my body. Like if I want this to be good and I want this to be, I need to take care of it. I need to do my part. And you're young and you're like, voy a comer lo que quiera, voy a meterme lo que quiera. It sounds weird, no? Pero like, it's
true though. You are what you eat. You it all reflects into everything that you do.
Yeah. So do you think your health has a lot to do with your mindset and the way you move in your business also?
Absolutely. Working. It's why? Because it's discipline. More than anything, it's can you be a person of discipline and consistency? That is going to set the tone in everything. And of your relationships and your business and how you come out. Like for me, it's can I be disciplined enough to wake up this early, to not eat this, to stop doing that, to do more of something else. It's all that. And that just it builds your character. And I think that's why successful people are successful, not because they look better or because they have this type of money. It's their discipline and their consistency, which is huge. So to me, I love challenging myself. I love it. Like I'll do 90-day fasts, 40-day fasts of like, okay, I'm not going to eat red meat, no coffee, no this, because I like to challenge myself. Like I love to put my mind and my body through things that I'm like, siento que me voy a morir, pero no me morir. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I love that feeling of feeling accomplished, of like knowing I did that shit. You know?
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah, I think it was like, I heard it's so everything plans out correctly. Like my feed always gives me what I need at the moment that I really needed it. And someone had said, a poor man wants everything, but a sick man only wants one thing. It's your health. Right? If you can have all the problems in the world, but the moment you have a health problem, then that's the one problem that's like
It's the truth.
You know what I mean? And I think I'm trying to get over that mindset too. Like right now, like I hit a wall, like hasta que me tope, then I'll be okay. But I forget about like the sleep, meditation, forget about even praying a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Until like now we always hit that wall and we're just like, all right, now what? Like now I gotta ask for help, or now I gotta fix this.
See, and that's what happened. That's why for me, and we get so caught up in the rat race of life of just getting stuff done.
Yeah.
But we gotta like slow down. Like when people say slow down and smell the roses, it's really like I have to remind myself of that sometimes. Sometimes I'm not present. Sometimes I'm like, let me see like the stars and let me just be in the moment.
Yeah.
Because it is important, and it's like revolving your life around God. It's God and then everything else. Whatever that may look like. You know, God could be a girl. God could be a man. God could be whatever you decide. It's just having faith, I think, and making space and time for that. Because I've noticed that when I do that, I don't hit walls as often. Like if I stop meditating and praying and stuff, I find the way como que las cosas vienen solas. I swear.
Yeah.
So it's like really finding the time for that and making the time for it.
Have you always been religious?
I have. I feel like I've always been kind of connected. I was always like the weird one in my family because my family was, I was first Catholic and then we became Christian. And I was like what they call a Bible thumper, like at 12, like 10, 12. Like I was into the Bible. I was really religious, like bad, you know? And not bad, but you know, some religious people could be a little intense. I was that person.
Yes.
It's like, oh, the Bible says this. And, you know, I'm not going to
really?
I'm not going to eat apples because, you know,
because
Eve, girl, I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I started Palo Santo incense, lighting candles, and my family, but that's foreign to my family. It's like, you don't do that when you're Christian. It's like, well, this is what I feel. I'm spiritual. This is a choice. My religion is called love now. You know, it's like, I'm not Catholic. I'm not Christian. I go to every church. I respect them very much. I'll go to any church. I feel like God is everywhere. Yeah. But my religion is love. I choose to love and to treat people the way I want to be treated, you know?
That's beautiful.
Not because they're telling me if you don't do this, you're going to hell. Like I want to do it because I want to be a good person, you know?
So what's your relationship now with God?
Right now, it's, I think, the best it's been in a very long time. I think because of the career that I have and it's a fun career. You drink, it could be a little dark sometimes, you know? And for a long time, I felt like I was always very connected, but now it's very different. I did this indigenous medicine not so long ago that I won't get too much into, but I will soon. I don't know when, but I just felt like I felt the presence of God and I came back to myself. Now I'm Janney. Now I'm like, I just want to be Zen everywhere.
I love it.
So for sure, I think my God, my I don't know, my relationship with God it's right now I'm still trying to define this new, because it's different.
Yeah, it's new to you.
Yeah, it's different. Yes. So I'm going to get back to you on that.
Did
like
it
exactly like what?
Did this coincide with therapy or did you just decide to do this on your own? Like what was happening that you seeked it?
I was feeling a shift since last year.
Nice.
Last year, I was very busy. It was in a very, very successful year, but I was very exhausted. And I found myself being at places where I'm like, this is such a blessing. Anyone would love this, but why am I not happy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, something is happening. And I'm like, I don't know. My soul is asking for something else. Like everyone would be like, oh my God, Chiquis, you are almost there. Yeah. You're almost there. But I'm like, but people need to learn. We need to learn when to walk away from certain things. Even if on the outside, it looks like this is the best. But if you're not feeling it's not connected, that's when I was like, something is happening. And I told myself this year, I'm gonna slow it down. Even if that means I'm gonna make less money. Yeah. Even if that means I have to say no to certain opportunities and people are going to be like, you're freaking crazy. I'm doing it and I'm scared. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm doing it afraid, but I'm like, I know, God, that you got me because I know that I'm not crazy and I'm feeling this. Yeah. So I need to follow that. And when you follow that intuition and that gut feeling, it can't go wrong. It can't because you're doing it with faith, you know?
They say music heals. So what's your top 3 or top 4 songs or artists that like you listen to religiously or like gets you in a mindset that just helps you?
They always change. Always. Okay. For a long time it was YG, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, I freaking love Dr. Dre and stuff like that. But right now it's Carla Morrison.
Oof.
Love her.
Natalia Lafourcade. Kevin Carl.
Love that man.
Dude. I just discovered him.
San Lucas.
He's great.
Dude, no manches. Like, I was like, I want to do something with him. It's insane. Like, I listen to this station and sale mucha música, and that's how I discover, you know, my music. And Kevin Carl came on. I was like, I've been listening to him, and I just just puts me in a mood, you know?
Yes. Like so, you can put your windows down.
Yes.
Last day, you're just like.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Elena Rose. Those are the ones that I listen to, I think, religiously every day. Yeah.
Kevin Carl, though. Yeah. Y'all. I think every time we're on like TikTok Live, like that's the playlist I always put, like Kevin Carl.
You do be playing him a lot.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. I think we listened to his Tiny Desk session.
Oh, uh-huh. Oh, I have. Oh,
that's a whole concert series.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. I gotta watch that one. Yeah.
What are your top 3 favorite songs of your mother, of your mom?
Of my mother.
And I got a follow-up for that.
Okay. I love una canción que se llama Yo Soy Una Mujer. That's the name of it? Yeah, right? Okay, because I don't like, okay. Yo Soy Una Mujer, Ovarios. I love Ovarios. Like when I'm like feeling, I'm like, let me pick my ass up real quick. Hold on, let me listen to some Janney. I would still be a fan of, even if she wasn't my mom, because I love what she represents. So I'm like, she baddie. And Con Él is a great one too. If you guys haven't heard that one.
I have heard it.
Yeah, or Sin Capitán. Como tu mujer. I love so many.
So empowering.
Yeah, but I think my favorite one is probably Sin Capitán.
Capitán.
Yeah. What was your follow-up question, Pepe?
Get ready. I'm going to read it porque I want to mess it up.
A ver,
it's
dale,
a long
pues.
one. I mean, obviously, people compare you to your mom.
Yeah.
Right? How have you learned to honor her legacy while still owning your own identity?
Well, it took me a long time. I think in the beginning of my career, I was working way too hard to step out of her shadow. Still embracing, you know, that's my mom and es un gran orgullo. But I think for a long time I was upset. I was upset with how things happened, with how things were left. And I was left to clean it all up. And I was angry for a long time. So I kind of como que me separaba, like intentionally. Now I'm like, that's my mom. I'm freaking proud of it. If I want to sing her music and if I want to, like, who cares? Like, I want to be an extension of what she is, not her, because no one can ever take her place. No one can ever take Juan Gabriel's space. No one, like, they are who they are. I am who I am. Yeah. So when I learned that, I was like, I don't have to, like, this is who I am, and I'm meant to do what I'm doing. 100%. I think it was finding that balance within myself first, and then that's why now I feel like people can now see Chiquis for Chiquis, you know, and say, okay, there's a Janney and there's also a Chiquis. Like, it's
your own persona.
Exactly. Yes. But it took me to understand that first. Yeah. You know, because I was like, I want to be different versus just be you, be who you are, even if that kind of looks like your mom a little bit. Who cares?
Yeah, I think resonating with a lot of kids that, you know, are working with their dad. Oh, tú tienes esto porque tu papá te lo dio. Like, if you're working with, because if your dad or your parents have a business, obviously you're next in line to like take over or help out, grow it, or el heredero. Like, this is going to be yours one day.
Yeah.
And I also had to step out of that shadow of like, you know, got my first car and it was like, es porque tu papá, ¿verdad? And I'm like, dog, hell no, bro. Mm-hmm. So now doing what we're doing now, I'm like, I needed to make a name outside of him, but also because my family has like a name in the radio, but the same thing. I'm like, I'm using my last name, but my persona. Like, I'm not taking no handouts. I gotta work, but I have to find myself. I don't know who I am just yet.
Yeah.
Now coming into terms, like I am that person. You know what I mean? So, you're on stage and just kind of like staying on top of like the news. It's like, I know at the beginning, I mean, it was hard for people to just, how you said, see you for you. Mm-hmm. But I love that you said, like, you had to realize that for yourself first.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was, I think people weren't giving me the opportunity because she had just left. Yeah. And then I jumped into it, not knowing that I had already had this plan before she passed. So it just all looked kind of weird and I wasn't necessarily prepared. Yeah. And now I can accept that and say, yeah, my first few songs weren't that great, but you know what? It's okay. I grew and now I'm proud of what I can do, you know, but it's just accepting where growth can happen. And I mean, knowing and being okay with people having an opinion. And now I don't really care. Now, I don't know. It just happened one day where I was like, I don't give a damn. Like, I'm just going to be me unapologetically. That criticism, though?
I know.
That criticism was heavy. Yeah, that shit was so heavy. Like, it was, before I would sit there and read the comments and I'd cry and it would just paralyze me. You know, I'm like, just so much. I'm like, why don't people see me for me? Like, they think all these ugly, nasty things about me. But then I'm like, I'm not going to give up. I can't give up because I felt that there was something bigger. There's so many times where I was like, aquí voy a tirar la toalla, ya no voy a seguir. Y era porque eso es lo que quería la gente. Que yo no les voy a dar el gusto. I know that this is what I'm meant to do. I want to do it. I don't want to live with what if I would have done it. If I do it and I fail, at least I tried it. Yeah. And look, I'm very proud of how far I've come because no me di por vencida. Yeah. You know, and the adversity that I face and the criticism, damn, it hurt. And still, pero it doesn't hurt like no dejo que me consuma. Like now it's like you're not gonna penetrate my heart. I'm not gonna give you that satisfaction. Yeah. Those are people that are unhappy. Yeah.
Yeah. You know? It's just everybody has a lot to say until they're in the position, you know? Like what was it yesterday? It was like everybody wants what you want, but no one wants to know how you got there.
Yes. Exactly. It's
or they
true.
Want to see you doing good, but not better than them.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you should have it, but nah, you don't deserve it. So people just see you for like, they want to put you in that category. Like you're only gonna be as good as this. Like you know, right now speaking about your mom. Like your mom is here, you're not gonna go there. Like you can't. Like you're now trying to reach a pinnacle that. Like they already set that bar way too high and they're not giving you the opportunity to, what if I don't want to go there? I want to be my own and I want to be not like her. I want to be next to her. Like, I'm also great, but you need to see me for who I am instead of comparing me. Cause comparison is a thief of joy, as everybody says.
It's true.
And you know, as much as I want to be like that person, I'm not. I'm me. God only made one version of me.
Yeah.
So
and it took me a long time to get there. Yeah. It did because I was too busy listening to those voices, those toxic voices, and instead of just ignoring them and really looking inward, that's when I was able to like just be me and accept me for myself. But it took me a while.
So we're talking career, right?
Talking career.
Before, I guess, maybe not even. Do you think your siblings seeing you follow your dreams gave them the courage to follow their own dreams?
I think so. I'm yes. That makes me like a little bit emotional because I see them all and I'm so proud of them. We weren't dealt the easiest hand, you know, and to see that they're all accomplishing things in their own way with their own like esfuerzo and it makes me really, really proud. And I do feel I will toot my own horn with that. Toot, you know? Toot-a-loot. No, pero it was my mom too that she's like, you have to set the example for them. And that's all I ever knew because I was the eldest, you know, I'm the eldest. So for me, I'm like, okay, I have to show them. If I give up, I'm going to teach them that.
Yeah.
And they kept me alive, all of them. And they kept me on my feet because for a long time, that's all I had. So I'm so happy that I never gave up because I see them all now. Like Johnny's singing, you know, he's going to come out with his album. My sister Jackie has a beautiful voice, been singing for a while. Now she's out there. Janica looking hot as hell. You know, my brother has his own business and it took us a while because we were healing, you know, it was tough. But yeah, I'm very proud. And I could say that I think it has to do with like, we didn't give up. My mom and I showed them. Si se puede, chingao.
How do you think your mom would feel about you? Maybe in the way.
I think my mom's very proud. Knowing my mother, I think more than anything, it's not about the amount of money we've made or how the tour or how successful it was. It was more of like, that's my goddamn daughter. I could hear her. That is my daughter. She did not give up because she had it hard. And I saw how hard she had it. And people forget that because she's gone in the way she left. Yeah. Yes. But they were so mean to her. Yeah. And I lived all that with her. And if I hadn't had that example, I don't know what I would have done. And I think now my mom never gave up. And I think for that simple reason, that's my kid. I anda con la frente en alto no matter what.
I love that. Do you feel like as the eldest, while you guys were healing in that journey, I mean, I'm the oldest too, so I know exactly what you mean. But do you feel like you were maybe grieving for them before you could put yourself first, like in any position? Did you feel like...
Yeah, well, see... When my mom and I stopped talking, it was October 2nd of 2012. And then she passed away in December. So that's when the therapist had told me, like in November sometime, like, you need to stop crying about this. Like, you need to move on. Like, it is what it is, you know? And I was like, I can't, like, I need her to hear me out. I need her to like, and when she told me that, then my mom passes away 2 weeks later, you know? So what was the question? Wait,
did you ever have
I was like, wait,
take this wherever you want to go. But my question was, did you feel like you had to grieve for your brothers and sisters before you could put
I knew I was going somewhere.
See, but take it however you want.
Okay, no, because so since I lost my mom in October and she emotionally, then we lost her physically, I feel like I was already a few steps in the healing process, not knowing obviously this was going to happen. Right. My mom didn't know this was going to happen. It was God. God is like, he prepared me. Like, you need to be strong for them. Yeah. So I was a little stronger and I was able to help hold it together because I had broken down. I was going to kill myself, guys. Like, I was like, if I didn't have my friends at that time that were with me, I wouldn't be here. Thank God for them. But I was able to stay strong for them during that time because I had already kind of gone through it. And then they kept me strong because I'm like, they're little, they need me. Johnny was, how old is he? 11 years old when my mom passed away. And Jenica was 15. So I had no other choice. So yeah, I think I definitely went through it before they did, and I was able to be there for them. Did I answer that?
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
Sorry.
Yes.
There's no wrong answers.
No.
Okay, because I was like, wait, hold on.
I don't know if you ever seen that clip of Lauren London when she talks about
I love her, by
grief. The way. And she talks about, I've been to a lot of funerals, but I never sat front row. Take us to that process for you.
Well, when Johnny's and Jenica's dad passed away, right, in 2009, I think it was, that was like the first big like loss that we had, and that I had to kind of put together a funeral where I was like, okay, I think even that kind of helped us prepare. My mom wasn't even able to tell Johnny and Jenica that their dad had passed. Like, that's how much she was in pain. I had to do it.
Yeah.
And when it came to my mom, it's already so difficult to lose someone, and especially in the way that we lost her, and especially us not talking, and then having the world look at you. Oh my God. All I could hear was my mom, you need to keep your siblings together. You need to be strong for them. Tienes que estar con la frente en alto. And it was very, very hard. Because there we are. It was the Gibson, I think? It was called the Gibson then. Yeah. And there we are in my mom's big ass, like, funeral. Like, it's like, it wasn't a small intimate thing. It was like you had to say your speech in front of everyone. And it's like, I have to sit here and still make her proud and be that strong daughter and be that example. Dude, yo me metía en el baño y lloraba. Like, I would cry, like yell, because I didn't want the kids to ever see me. But that day, it's like I would cry, but I had to cry cute, I was like, my tears falling. I was like, I gotta be strong. It was just so difficult. It was so difficult. Eso no se lo deseo a nadie, especially like losing someone like Lauren did, like publicly. I think it changes you forever.
Can you take us through your journey of grief? Because it's not easy. It's not linear. And the way Tyler Perry had said, is like, it sits in your back pocket. So you can go through anywhere, but the moment you reach for it, it's going to be waiting for you.
Yep.
So you can't keep running from it because it's going to catch up to you.
It will. And I think for a long time I was so busy. Like the first, 2013 was the worst, 14, 15. Dude, honestly, I think not until 2020 was when I was able to really, really face it, because my siblings were so young and I was so focused on them, on making sure they were okay. But I think for me, I don't remember who told me this, but it's very true. The first year is always the hardest because you experience everything without that person for the first time. Yeah. And they told me too, it's going to get easier, but it'll never be easy. And it really is a wound that has a scab, and then if you pick at it, like, there are times still when I'm driving and I'm like, oh, this is my life. My mom's not here. Like, it still happens. It's like the craziest feeling. And I thought, okay, it's already 12 years. It's going to get better. I just cried the other day listening to a song that reminded me of her, and I was crying like a baby. And I was like, Mom, I need you. I'm freaking a grown-ass woman and I still need you. So I think it's now I've opened up that gate of being able to talk to her, and that's helped me heal. But I think just understanding, like, they're in a better place. And I truly believe that. I want to believe that there is a heaven, that there's a better place than here. That gives me peace. It gives me comfort. And I think that that is what has helped me get to this point and be okay with living without her, because I'm hoping to see her, but I feel her. I feel like she's with me. Nunca se me ha parecido. Like, oh, I see my mom. No, I have just felt these crazy ass feelings that I can't even explain.
Have you ever imagined, like, obviously the way it happened, don't wish it upon anybody, especially when something takes it away, takes it away from you. Have you ever, like, because I've lost my best friend, I lost my grandpa, but I've always imagined if I had a conversation. Have you ever thought about what would be that last conversation you really wanted to have with her?
Have I thought about what it would be?
Yeah.
Yes, a lot. You know, I've thought, I mean, at this point, if it were to happen right now, I would just be like, dude, let me just hug you. Like, I missed you so much. Like, I've gone through so much. Let me tell you all these things, you know? But I think more than anything, it would be, why did you let people get in your head? Why you know my heart, you know, like, you know who I am. Why did you allow people to do this to us? That would be my main question. But then I also know that everything happened the way it was supposed to, you know? And as much as I wish that she was here, I know that she's helping me and my siblings out more than she could have if she would have been here physically, you know? So that gives me a lot of peace. But it would be that, like, I would just, and I wouldn't even want to get too deep into that. But it's just, I just want to, like, know, like, what happened? What was going on? You know? Where were you?
Have you forgiven her?
I'm sorry?
Have you forgiven her?
Yes, I have forgiven her fully. I thought I had forgiven her. And era como de la boca hacia afuera, because I had to, because it's like, oh, that's my mom. I love her. I got to love her anyway, you know? But now, to be honest, I want to say it just happened, like, really, really forgiving her. Like, for real, you're not going to believe this. Like, a month ago. Is that crazy to say? Like, I'm telling you guys, I'm so honest. A month ago, where I felt her presence during this medicine that I was taking. And it was shrooms. I'm not going to lie. It was mushrooms. And
it's a vegetable.
It's a vegetable, you guys. And I felt it. And that's when I really, like, I was like, I forgive you. And I forgive myself as well for being so hard on you. And I, you know, it was like a beautiful thing. Like, I can't, but barely where now I'm like, le pongo sus velas I talk to her. It's a different, like, now I'm like a mother-daughter. It's not the survivor anymore. You know, I was surviving. Now I'm like, no, I'm chilling. Like, I want my mom. I want that little girl inside of me is asking for her mom. So it's a different relationship. So yeah. Yeah.
I think if for the people that haven't gone through it, like, it's weird to explain it and say it out, like, in words, right? Like, my best friend's birthday just passed, like, 2 weeks ago. So I'm literally like, le prendo su vela. I have his picture with us. And, like, before they got there, I was like, cheers, brother. Happy birthday. Like, and I visit my grandpa, it's the same thing. Like, I'm going to tell you everything that's happening. I wish I can hear you. And I can just, I already imagine the response you can give me. But no one, everybody that says, oh, it's going to be okay, you're going to heal. It's like, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah.
Like, no one told me this, how this was going to happen. Or I got to live my life a lot longer without them than I was with them. Like, no one prepares you. So imagine me coming to you and be like, oh, no te preocupes, va a estar bien. What part?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. That's why when someone passes away, like a friend or something like that, what am I even trying to say? When someone comes to me and asks me for advice about it, I'm like, there isn't anything that I could tell you, because there aren't any words in the moment that are going to make you feel better. Just know I feel you. I understand the pain. I'm here, and everyone's healing looks different. So don't feel bad and don't rush it. Just let it be, you know?
Do you feel like you ever fully heal, or?
I think so. I want to tell you that I feel like a healed person. I feel healed. I feel whole. I feel like I have a great relationship with her now more than ever. Of course, it hurts sometimes. You're going to be in situations, or you're going to be drinking, you're going to be listening to her music, and you're gonna be like, damn, I wish she was here. And it hurts a little bit, but that doesn't mean I'm not healed. It's like, it's just you miss the person. It's okay. But I can tell you now, 12 years later, I'm finally healed. 12 years. It takes a long time, guys.
Yeah.
And we have to be okay with it. Like, that void will never be filled because I need my mom.
Yeah.
And no one can ever fill that. But I find other ways to fill it with her still, you know?
Yeah.
Like lighting a candle. And that helps a lot.
Something like figurative, right? And even like how you said, to me, it's listening to music and like something that for us, it's like he loved Victoria beer, so we get Victorias.
Yes.
Hey, one for you, one for me. We'll put the shot for him. Hey, cheers. Take it. But it's like, it would be an injustice if I didn't live my life to the fullest, knowing that I'm going to use you as my crutch of why I'm not succeeding. Like, I lost my friend. Yes, I get it. I lost my friend. Yes, I get it. But imagine I stayed in that hole and now I'm the one that got to live or have this opportunity, and that's like the recuerdo.
Yeah.
I like to say I'm a piece of them because of the way they were with me in my life. I get to spread it around everybody else. Like, I'm loving and giving. It's because they were loving and giving. You know, I'm this way because they were this way with me. And I got to feel that. So
you have to honor their legacy with the way you.
The way you live your life is the way people are gonna like think about it. You know, like you're this way, and obviously, like we could say, man, you're making your mom proud because the way, like, just everything you're explaining, your vulnerability, your healing, the way you move with such poise, it's like, how can no one, even if we didn't know you, how can you not be proud of someone that walks like this, walks tall, walks with so much poise with a purpose?
Thank you.
Have you figured out your purpose?
I have. That I knew for a long time. I was like, I know that I'm here to change people's lives in some way. And Boss B Nation, that's like my fan club, you can call it, organization, foundation. And our whole motto is changing the world one heart at a time. So I'm like, in anything that I do, whether it be my music, my skincare, my businesses, it doesn't matter, my books, it's all my podcast. It's to change people's lives. And my purpose is to be a vulnerable person that's going to be honest and tell the truth and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And be okay with that, because that's how if you want to change someone's life, you need to be an honest person and be willing to desnudarte, you know, in otras palabras. Sí. So I feel like that's my purpose. And yeah, I mean, helping the world in any way that I can. Like, I'm like, God gave me this platform. And I'm going to use it for good. God gave me this microphone and this opportunity to sit with you guys. I want the people that are watching and listening to want and to feel inspired to become a better version of themselves, you know? So, yeah.
100%.
We felt your authenticity the entire time. 100%. Yes, it's very, very.
What's your Mount Rushmore in the music?
My
your top 5. What is it? 5, 4? I didn't go to college.
4. Yeah, Miss Kim over there. She's
Yeah. What's your Mount Rushmore of top artists, like, ever? Yeah. Oh, we could. Yeah.
Yeah.
So ever.
Okay. So ooh, this is a very good question. Oh my gosh. Bob Marley. He was a prophet. Yeah. And I feel like, I love him. Janney Rivera for sure. And again, not even because she's my mother. It's because of what she represents and what she did and the barriers that she freaking knocked down. So to me, it's like, hats off. Tupac. Tupac is a poet, and what he spoke and what he stood for. And falta una por ahí.
She's looking for it.
I'm on hold up. I'm like, if I had to play anything that I would play, damn, it's between.
Maybe there's a 5th or a 6th.
Yeah, you know, then I would have to say.
Chiquis, I thought you were going to say.
There's no rules
Chiquis
here.
is cool. She's all right.
She's all right.
But Janae's better. Wait for Janae's music.
She's too humble.
Janae's music coming.
That's different.
Exclusiva.
That's
aquí.
different.
So like, yes, that's different. So Chiquis, she's all right. But Janae, hold up.
But
I would have to say NDRE and Jack Johnson. Yeah. Those are like, I like music that speaks to my soul. Of course, I like music that's like, I'm going to go party tonight. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to go to Julio, we're going to go freaking party.
Yeah, sometimes I want to throw some Shoreline Mafia on there and feel hood. Like, I'm chilling.
So I like all types of music. That's the thing. That's where it gets a little hard. But
I'm curious, what was the song that you were listening to the other day that made you cry?
It's called "Do You Remember" by Adele. Do you remember? And that's what a song that I dedicated to my mom. Or the other one that made me cry. Un Hombre Normal by Espinosa Paz. Have you guys? Yes. Those are songs that I dedicated to my mom when we were talking. I was like, dude, like, I'm going to go listen to it right now. Sometimes I just want to cry. Doesn't it feel good to cry sometimes? Yes, it does. And not because I'm sad. I just want to release.
And then once you're done, it's like, you collect yourself. You compose yourself. I'll make myself cry.
I think
it feels really good afterwards.
You got to think of your body as a car. Every so many miles, it needs maintenance.
Yes.
Yeah.
If not, then how do you expect to keep on going in life complete? Like, I think yesterday I had posted it, and it was like, figuratively, well, my truck needed gas. I was like at 55 miles left. Dije, no llego a la casa, güey. No llego a la casa.
Pushing the pedal.
Like, I'm like, I was at 6 miles. Like, am I going to make it or not make it? And I was like, you know what? Well, tomorrow we have a big day. I need to plan everything right. It has to go correctly. So, how we said, like at the beginning, out of everything, like God knows when.
Yes.
So, put the card. I'm just sitting, I'm just thinking like, all right, tomorrow this needs to happen. We have a big next week. Like everything is trying to fall into place, and I'm running out of steam. Like we've been at this for the last 4 months. We just been every weekend we're going and going and going. And I'm like, I'm getting tired. And I'm just that way. Like it is what it is. And then it filled up. And then so soon enough, 111. I was like, that's not me. That's God.
That's the universe.
That's
the
universe.
Lord.
So I had put this video today, and it was just like, I know the truck needed gas in order for me to have a good day, have a good weekend, because I need to be prepared. God knew I needed this refuel so I can keep on going and be the best version of me.
Yeah.
And I tell people, it's like, it's you can ask him, but it's gonna come when his time. And that, like everything we're talking about, like, you know, it's.
Do you rest too? Do you guys do you take time to rest? Like really? Okay, that's important.
Now more than anything, it's either if I know my body's just tired, like I've told him the other day, I was like, I got into this habit of laying on the floor, put on some nice chill music, close my eyes.
Nice. That's you're meditating without even knowing. Yeah. You don't have to like do this. It's all whatever, just where you're relaxing and just like, we need that. And I learned that in 2018. I had a major breakdown, and that's when I learned rest is part of my job.
Yes.
I'm going to sit on my ass and do nothing.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And that's okay, because the next day I'm going to come back better.
Exactly. Because I grew up feeling like, I'm guilty. Like I felt guilty. Like I can't rest. Like rest. Like we got to keep going.
Yeah. That's why it's again huge. Learning to be alone. I love it. Like I love being around everybody. But the moment I get home, like, I'm tired, bro. I need to take
I like it for my sister.
Hey,
don't put this on there. She's going to kill me.
Turn everything off.
An emotionally intelligent man.
Never mind. I didn't say what sister. So I'll be quiet. I have a lot of sisters. No? I'm sorry, Luis. I put you on the spot.
No, you're good. We love it. We love it. We love it.
He likes the attention.
No, it's just, it took a lot to be here. That's like everything we went through, everything I went through. This is my version now. Like, I'm proud of everything that happened. Some not so proud, but if I didn't have the bad moments, I wouldn't know what the good moments look like.
Exactly.
So it's just, how you sold this? I'm like, it took a while, bro.
Yes.
It took a lot of learning. It took a lot of lonely nights, a lot of dark days. But in order to get myself out, it was me. I'm surrounded by amazing people, but ain't no one gonna carry me. Not because I'm fat, but or that big bag. But you know, like I gotta push myself. Like I think we've all given so much to a lot of people, and we're dragging them because we want them. And I'm like, why am I doing that?
Yeah,
I gotta go that way, and the only way I can help you is if I'm in a better position. So I gotta let go. I gotta let God, and I gotta move on.
That part.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So big plans for you coming this year, next year. Like, what's coming next for?
Okay. So what month are we in? Okay. July 15th to be exact, I'm gonna have a children's book come out. Yeah, I'm coming out with my first children's book, and I say my first because I really want to do more in like the children's space. I have a very special connection with children. Like I love kids, you know. So I want to maybe do music, but the book is called La Niña que les canta las abejas, the girl who sings to bees. Because I'm all about bees. I love bees, you know. So that's happening. And I'm working on new music. Very new, different music.
Ooh.
How can you, in 3 words or less, how can you describe this new genre that you're about to get into?
Ooh. Healing music that's medicinal for the soul.
Oof.
Ooh,
I'm
damn!
excited.
I just pulled that out.
That was good. That was good.
I pulled that out. I swear to you, that's what it is. It's like so va a ser como música de luz. I don't know. It's something just different.
Okay.
I think some people are going to be like, what? Because I was like, my music is a little different. Chiquis music, but Janney music, viene con
She
eso.
said this was Janney.
This
is
Janney.
New chapter.
I feel it. This is a completely new chapter for me in every way. Yeah.
We sense your energy. We got your just everything. You're such a light.
Oh,
as you are.
You.
So
that's the best
I'm
compliment.
excited. We can see it. We're here to testify that it is what it is.
Yeah, I think we definitely go anywhere we go. It's all about our vibes and the aura. Like if we feel like something's off, we're like, bro, sleep.
Yeah,
I know.
Like,
and we've been at it for a while now.
And sometimes you can just feel it even before you even go anywhere. We're just like, all right, where we going? Oh, you gotta go here.
Doesn't feel right.
No, don't feel good. I think I'm gonna feel better at home. I want to stay in my routine.
So vibes were off. This would have wrapped up part 2.
Really? Okay, see, that makes me happy.
No,
you're great.
We have a great platform, and we built it from zero to now where it's at. But we tell people, and I think we kind of explained it last time with Pepe, we're like, we're inviting you into our home, into our space. Meaning, if you're coming in with the wrong intention, it's not gonna do the way you think it's gonna do. Like this is. Everybody that's listening, I want them to leave with a sense of relief, a sense of feeling accepted in their own skin, but like to take notes from our journey, right? Because live shows are great. And I think even our manager and them like, damn, we should. I'm like, but I don't want to throw a party. Like I want our live show to be like how do you call it? What was the word, Pepe? Like I want you to show up with your notebook. I want you to take notes.
Like a conference, like a seminar, sort of like. I like that.
Yeah, so that's my idea. Like we already do this, so and don't get me wrong, we love to party too. Yeah. We love to put on.
It's all balanced.
It's a good balance, and that's why I'm like, when that project comes, when it's supposed to, like I want everybody to leave with a sense of relief. Like I could breathe. Like damn, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Like we built it already. Now it's time to get ready for the next chapter.
I'm proud of you guys. I see what you're doing. So that's tight, dude. And I'm starting it from nothing. That's honestly, it's super dope. It's inspiring, and I think that you guys should be very, very proud of yourselves. And I like the authenticity, which is why I was like, I want to go to that podcast. Like I like what they're about, what you guys talk about. So I think it's amazing. And if you guys need any help, I will help with the production. I can, we'll figure that out. That's another conversation. But anyway, that's tight.
Here it is, folks.
Although you guys got everything really, you guys got it going on. Ya saben, hasta esa madrecita que.
El sueño no es gratis.
Yeah.
The dream isn't free. Mm-hmm. The idea is, but everything you got to make to happen, it's the work. So, but we don't want to keep you from getting ready for, because you got to get,
tonight's a big night.
It's a big night. It's a big night.
I got to go wash my hair, Oh, you guys made me feel better, by the way. What?
No, I was saying hair wash day.
Oh, the hair wash. Yes. Today is the hair wash day, girl. It's been 4 days, I think, since Tuesday.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
No.
It's because you got to save your hair.
Absolutely.
And then especially this color that I just did.
We could talk about that forever. All the tips and tricks. But yes, today's a big day, and
Yeah, you guys made me feel better. Thank you. Because I was having since yesterday, like I don't know what's been going on. It's in the air, Pero llegué y la verdad, me siento muy bien. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
The vibes were vibing. The energy was energizing.
Gatorade was in retrograde today. For sure.
Mercury in the microwave.
In the microwave. No sé qué pedo, pero.
If you can leave us with a quote that you live by or resonate with.
I have a few, you guys. The one that I use all the time that I have tatted on me. Con Dios todo, sin él nada. That's it. Con Dios todo, sin él nada. And another one is, life is tough, but I'm tougher. It's all right. It's very hard for all of us. I get it. Just got to take a deep breath and then just be like, you know what, God, it's going to be okay. So yes, it's tough, but we got this shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One last thing. Sorry, it just came to
No,
mind.
dime.
What do you want people to know about Janney? Who is Janney?
Janney's a hippie. Janney is a hippie. Janney is love and light. I want the best for everyone. I don't want to fight. I'm not like, I feel like Chiquis is different. Like, I'm ready. Don't mess with me, you know?
A new era.
I want to be a soft girl. Like, Janae's very soft and
flowers
and, you know, like no makeup. This is kind of Janney. This is for sure Janney right now.
Janney has gray skin.
Yeah,
let's talk about it.
Thanks. But I want people to, like, now that you asked me that, like, I'm glad that you guys gave me the space to talk about, like, myself and, like, really who I am. Because I think people still think I'm like different. Like I've heard that she's like a mamona or this and that. I'm like, if you just sit down and talk to me.
Hey, who said that?
Like I know, please. I'm gonna call. But a lot. I get that a lot. I'm like, really? That's so weird. But no, I'm honestly really chill. Like I'm not, I don't know. Like I'm a homebody. I love to be home. I love to cook. I love to clean. Believe it or not. I love to wash clothes. Like I'm a normal person. Janney is just, she's really cool, honestly. Really get to know her a little bit.
Great energy, great aura, very healed, just like a beautiful light overall.
Yes. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to come sit with us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for making time. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
What's up, then?
You guys are awesome.
Let's do it again.
Thank you. Thank you.